Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this awesome Christmas wreath that I did for work for our Christmas party. Check out my video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to make this awesome wreath that I did out of bulbs for a Christmas party that we're having at work, and we do raffle tickets and stuff, so I try to make prizes for people. It just seems a little more fun to have things that are handmade. So I found this set at Michael's. They were on sale for Black Friday. It was like 100 pieces of bulbs for, I think it was like $12.99. I found the wreath at Dollar Tree. It's just one of those like $1.25 wire ones, and so for the outside of it, I'm going to use the larger bulbs, and then for the inside and for throughout, I'm going to use the littler ones. I also have some packs of styrofoam balls that were glittery and colorful too, that I'm going to use as filler, but you'll see that later on in the video. So right now I'm just hot gluing everything to the outside, and I'm just going to try to kind of do it so that they stick pretty well. At first I was doing like a full circle of glue around the bulb, but it's actually better. You'll see you know, in a few minutes that I actually just did like 2 stripes of glue instead of the full circle to try to save on glue. I still think I used probably about I don't even know how many sticks. You might be able to tell in the video. Let me know down in the comments if you figure out how many sticks of glue that I used. But I'm just gonna go ahead and work on the outside, and then we'll let you watch the project. Alright, so as you can see here, I kind of like to lay things out first to kind of get an idea of, you know, how they're going to fit, the color scheme. I mean, I can be kind of picky sometimes. It's a good thing that I was able to fast forward this video, because half the time I think I'm just sitting there contemplating, trying to figure out where I'm going to put something and if I like where it fits or how does it look. I can be kind of picky sometimes, so but I just went ahead and started the inside with the smaller bulbs, and it's kind of crazy how these actually fit all like perfect. I just one of those weird things that happened, so it actually was pretty cool. So I'm going to slow the video down just a little bit here to kind of show you that it's a really good idea to really map things out before you start gluing. Like I said, I'm kind of picky, so I like to see how it's going to look, how everything's going to fit. This inside layer, I really did spend a lot of time on this part because I was trying to lay them out to where everything just looked flush. Like, it didn't look like it was, I just didn't want it to look too crowded. I don't know. I just was trying to make it look right. So, checking here to make sure that the pieces for the actual bulb part and the back aren't going to be like in the way if they try to hang, but I think they'll be fine. I did in the beginning try to take those off and they wouldn't come off, so I just left them on, and they actually were good for the these two rows, because that's where I was able to apply the glue to hold it to the wreath. So I'm just going to go ahead and start kind of putting them out where I think I want them to go. You'll see too, I asked my mom, she's the craft queen. I'm like, hey, what do you think? Do you think I should do this or that? And this is my first time doing one of these, so it actually does turn out really awesome for my first time. But you can see here, it's just so much easier to lay everything out first, double check and make sure it looks good, and then start your hot glue process. Alright, so as you can see, it did take me quite a little bit to try to map out and figure out where I wanted them. It was weird. The outside layer, I don't know, it didn't look right unless I just alternated like the in-betweens. So I think once I finally figured out the pattern, then I had to figure out the colors. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't like overlapping colors. I get, like I said, picky and weird about the same colors touching each other. But eventually, once I start with those way smaller ones that you see like in the variety packs, obviously I'm not going to have a choice but to have a lot of colors touching. Thing about hot glue too is it's not the best, but there you see I kind of started to lose one of the bigger balls, so I just like set the glue stick on top of it to kind of I didn't want it to stick to the bottom of the table. So but yeah, so once I kind of got everything done for the base, then I felt pretty confident to go back in at the end of this part and go in with the smaller pieces. So I'm really liking the way that it's coming out so far. Alright, so I took my break and had to stretch my legs and readjust the camera a little bit, kind of change things up. So here you can see I'm actually separating those colors. Those are styrofoam balls that I found at Dollar Tree, and they're not all perfect, and you know, you'll see in the video I'll kind of stop and show you some funny looking ones that came. So here I'm just separating them out, so that way it's just so much easier than having those in those bags. And that bag, I actually don't even use any of them. They were a different kind of gold, and you know, obviously I didn't have any red in the wreath, so I don't actually use any of those. I probably could have left them in the bag, but that's okay. I'll have them separated for my next project because I'm going to be doing quite a few of these for work. So here you'll see I'm just kind of like eyeballing them, checking them out, seeing how they look. Then I'm going to just like set them in there, see if I like it. Again, very picky, very, you know, perfectionist over here. So I went in and just kind of set them in, see how I liked them, see how they fit, and if I like it, I glued it, and that's their permanent place. So I tried to alternate sizes, colors, you know, things like that. But you'll see, like, when you do this, that there are going to be gaps, especially if you have like really, really large bulbs and smaller bulbs. And I want to try to hide some of that hot glue too, because the ones that I had were actually drying white and not clear. So I didn't want you to be able to see, you know, how just all the hot glue. So it's good to have these little fillers for in between. I'm really glad that I picked them up because I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have them. Like even in the outside row, you'll see so I'm going to do the inside row first. And then later I'm going to go back through the outside row. And at the very, very end, that's where I'm going to go back through the front row to just see if there's other spaces that need to be filled in. So I'm just going to kind of play around. I'll stop the video a couple times and show you some funny looking pieces. Because like I said, you know, they're just from Dollar Tree. They're not anything expensive. So hope you're enjoying the video so far. Let me know in the comments if you think of anything you think I could have done differently or that you like about the video. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, it'd be cool to share with your friends, and maybe if you know people that like to watch crafting videos. I really watch a lot on YouTube, and I just started this channel to kind of give back to the community of YouTube and people that are, you know, looking for videos and things to do. And I just thought this would be really cool to record and to show everyone, you know, the process of projects. And honestly, like, this is my first time doing a wreath like this, so it was just kind of all being done without any practice or without any, you know, really anything, or just a few maybe Pinterest inspirations. But nothing too crazy. So it'd be nice to, give back to the people that also go looking for videos like this on ideas that they need for Christmas or for gifts. And people really seem to enjoy handmade craft gifts than they do, bought things. So, and they're usually more expensive when they're bought too. I think in total, I probably spent $15 on this entire thing. And then, a few hours of my time. So, hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching, guys. So as you can see too, some of these pieces, it's like it was kind of hard for me to fit them in ways that wouldn't either like fall through, or I don't know, sometimes like I just had to play around with them a lot. And you'll see that when you have these like larger spaces that you have to fill. So sometimes that can happen, and I think sometimes you also have to put one down in the bottom, and some of them I didn't even glue. I just kind of shoved in there so that way they were kind of like a support for the other ones. But I probably used almost the entire bag of these. Of course I had extra silver because each bag had silver in them. And the smaller ones I ran out of pretty quickly, but I tried to at least hold on to some of them so that way I would have them for like smaller filler spots. But you'll see now I'm like almost basically finished with this outside portion, and then I'm gonna go back in and just kind of find those weird spots and holes that need fillers. So there's your final product. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoy doing these crafting projects. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you around for the next video. Thanks, bye.